Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7, fighting through. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back at the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him to make the play.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. A big gain there on 3rd and 2. 35 yards.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2 yards necessary for a first down. Then you look up, you got a whole lot more than that.
Yeah, they did. They got a lot more than that, indeed.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just does short yardage runs and goes to one of those. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Newton can't find anyone open. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. A lot of time in the pocket there, and the quarterback able to find an open throwing lane, and he delivered.
What a terrific job by the guys up front, able to tamp down the pass rush that they've been getting all day.
Here's Newton. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. So a tiptoe catch back in the end zone, so tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
Certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down, in bounds, for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work on it? Maybe some of them were ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you and I were talking the other day. I remember one of my favorite kids shows growing up. I don't know that I want to name it, but guys like Lynn Swan, they used to be on there showing their ballet skill.
And you have to remember when they were kids and their parents would tell them to take the ballet classes, you know they were fighting them like crazy. But right now they're saying, thanks, Mom.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 16 yards there. And the Jags are going to have a first down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. there's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball takes the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. But sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. That's why they're able to get to him on it.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
There's Newton now on 2nd down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they give this time to the tailback. Muscles him off. Still going. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the 1st quarter. Now it's time for the 2nd quarter kickoff, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. down on the scoreboard.
It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the Jaguars defense as they get ready to set up shop. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that, and the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
It's not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit. And the ball is knocked out. And the Jags grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's a...
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Their big-bodied receiver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Partner, remember that old film with Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now out come the Giants, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's got time. Great protection. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board. It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, here's Newton. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the...
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. Their big tight end. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it, took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Here's the Jags defense now as they head back out there. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop it.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders, as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now it's Newton. He's got time in the pocket. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they're operating in the red zone. From the red zone now, Newton. His pass caught at the 4. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackle timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To the air again, Newton. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Their big tight end, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. They'll drop to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there as the first half half is winding down, and the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'll give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So thanks to the late touchdown. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. The Giants defense working their way back onto the field now. We've got a tie ball game, but saw some points in half number 1, so certainly some adjustments to be made.
And I still remember playing in one of the best halftime adjustment speeches I ever got from a coach.
Oh, boy.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
There's nothing to change, guys. Just play better. I mean, it was that simple. Can you play with more intensity? Can you play with more focus? Can you carry out your assignments better? If we do that, we don't need to adjust a thing. Let's see if they have that type of a strategy coming out in the second half.
What strategy will it be? Time to see. They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. And with this guy, I don't know that you're surprised when he has back-to-back games like this. He just keeps excelling.
What I like about him is that every year he doesn't settle for being one of the best in the game. He tries to make himself better. Almost like those great basketball players. I remember hearing about Kobe Bryant wanting to add something to his game every offseason. Magic Johnson, what do I need to work on to get better? Michael Jordan and that fadeaway before his career was over. Those are the best. Even though they're at the top of their game, they find ways to get better.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
It's a gain of 15 that time. And it's good enough for Jacksonville first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Here's Newton now on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Fresh set of downs here. Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Third and long. It's Newton. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Giants. Their dangerous wide receiver. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess.
And this throw will be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be, but we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Throwing is Newton. Ball, it's out, and the Jags grab it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold it, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Now the extra point. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Jaguars now. Their offense failed to put up any points. Now they'll be looking for the stop.
It's a responsibility now because in a tie game, okay, the offense didn't score, didn't put any points on the board, but guess what? We're not going to allow them to score at all either. They'll keep volleying back and forth until someone gets an advantage.
Yeah, right now, no advantage. Tie game. And now this is back-to-back weeks, and he has treated us with a really solid performance.
We know he's great. We expect it. But this is pretty special what we're watching here. We're watching a guy in total command of every situation, throwing the ball well, guiding his team, moving them. This is a whole lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it was fun last week. Sometimes it feels like we're at all these games. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
2nd down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. So quite the turnaround in this one from a week ago. And in the meetings, I made a faux pas of asking, hey, did he tweak something last week? Because we thought he just didn't look the same, but he's fine.
And I was so glad you asked that question. I mean, you had to take the brunt of the whole thing, and, of course, I sold you out on it. But
took one for the team.
You knew I was there with you, right? It was a legitimate question, though, because last week, we didn't see what we're seeing today. The quickness to the hole, the ability to make cuts, the good vision. We didn't see any of that. He seemed a little bit sluggish in last week's game. Not so this week. Whatever the preparation was, it's working for him.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know, the field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A nice gain of 21 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up the first down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
A well-executed screen pass means the offensive line has bluffed the defenders. They make them think that they can just get through and get to the quarterback. Instead, they're setting them up. Little screen pass, lofted over them, and now they're in front, and they get downfield for big yardage when they do it right.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Back to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. They will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And that score gives us our 6th lead change of the game.
Are we back on the playground on the seesaw?
On the seesaw battle, yeah.
Up and down, up and down. What a game we've watched here.
It's been fun. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Jags defense as they get back out there. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now where it's going to get.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both inbounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the save. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken at the 46. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. We get a look now at the Giants' defense as they file into position. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Out of the first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down. You gave up a touchdown. You can't do it again. You have to dig in, grit it out, and fight it out. Reset buttons. It's driving everybody crazy. There are no reset buttons when you're playing in this game.
Preach, Chucky. Preach. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
So they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left sideline. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 6 there on 1st. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Throwing right, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now Newton on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get the third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Time for a break. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the red zone now, Newton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing again is Newton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Their big tight end, his first touchdown on the year. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Cam looking to throw. Finding time. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked. At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right? And a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And New York set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
So how many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game, and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. And my friend, drama as they get the lead here in dramatic fashion in the final moments of this one.
The only way they can win, find a way into the end zone as the time was dwindling. Defense knew it, still couldn't prevent it.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation.
Now, hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down now after the pass completion. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 23 yards on the play. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in a 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this.